subscribe to Enapa TV on YouTube, comment, share, like our videos on YouTube, and don't forget to tell a friend to like our videos on YouTube. Enapa TV is all about sports. Thank you.
Regarding this JUJU issue, I do not think that is something that we should sweep under the carpet. Unfortunately, if you're not close to the Black Stars, you may want to dismiss it, but it's a reality in the Black Stars. And it didn't start now. As far back as 1991, I've been very closely associated with the Black Stars, always in camp with them. And I remember very well that in 1977, before the Cup of Nations, we had a pastor at men's room. So all he did was to just pray for the team and we're going. That's as far as I remember. Over the period around 1981, now a so-called spiritualist will be brought to come, and before we go for matches, we would surround a candle, be praying. And I remember very well, before we played against Zambia, Georgia's days, a certain chanting, we all had to repeat those things. And I remember Alimau, Shankara, we were repeating those things. We went speaking in tongues. I don't know. Alimau, Shankara. Alibaba in the 40 tips. And I remember we went and lost that match. Tony Boy was the striker at the time, Pokunti and others. And Georgiata was so furious, he attacked that spiritualist. In the Black Stars, unfortunately, again, I remember very well, during the days of Atoste, as the Dean Secretary for Youth in Sports, we went to Cote d'Ivoire. I don't want to mention names, but Opokunti was the captain of the team, and we were told to go to, the team flew to Cote d'Ivoire. We were told to go to Cape Coast to see a settings spiritualist. And when we went...
That was 84.
Okay.
84.
That's right.
Cote d'Ivoire match.
Cote d'Ivoire. The woman told us we had to wait for a while because the angel had traveled. And we had to go to the beach to sit under the coconut tree for so many hours, came back eventually. The angel had arrived. So she said the match was a very difficult one, but we're going to lose by 2 goals to 0. But she had managed to change the score. So give us a bottle of water to go and do stuff. We lost the match by 2 goals to 0. And these things have been going on. Unfortunately, at this level, it's a major problem in the national team. You guys have no idea how it's destroying the Black Stars. Unfortunately, for players who play their trade abroad, I'm just wondering why they believe so much in this superstition. And some argue that, of course, I shouldn't forget that before they went to Europe, they're from this part of the world. But the sad truth of the matter is that if you know the extent to which this is destroying the Black Stars. And I'll give you a specific example. I won't go into details because I've privileged information which is not supposed to be shared to the public. But in Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, certain things happened within camp that horrified the then manager of the side, Plavi. And that is why in his report, confidential report, he said that the FA must take steps to disabuse the minds of the players of the use of JUJU. Because everybody was talking about JUJU. How certain players were using JUJU against them. It was ridiculous. I remember very well, as I said, I won't go into details, but John Pencil happened to be the only one who rose up against his colleagues and wondered how any one of them could believe in this rubbish. But it's something that is festering in the national team, and I believe that if need be, either very, very serious psychologists must work on the psyche of these players about the importance to just dwell on the technicalities and your abilities and all that and leave the rest to the Almighty God. But unfortunately, to the extent that certain players will not wear certain numbers even in camp, certain players will not go near certain players. Some were so scared they had to leave their rooms to go and sleep in other rooms. It's horrible. And I'm saying that this is something, in my candid opinion, humble opinion, is disturbing the team so much so that I believe we must confront it. And if the FA can arrange